Hey, what's up friends? Welcome to Main Street Pins. Thanks for joining. Today we're here at Epcot. We're gonna take a look around the world. I brought a few pins that we're gonna trade. We've talked a lot about pin trading, but we haven't quite done any of it yet. So we're actually gonna do that today. It's actually a gorgeous day out. There's a great breeze, which is kind of uncommon for Central Florida. So there may or may not be a storm on the way, but we'll tackle that as it comes. Anyway, super excited to be here and talk all things Disney parks with you folks and adventure through these amazing, amazing worlds together. So let's go on ahead and check it out today. All right, let's see what we've got in pin traders today. All right.
That one come with two.
So we had quite a few of the around the world pins. The China, Germany, Italy. These are actually, I haven't seen some of these yet. These are really cute. We got Mexico. Love them. Most of the usual suspects for our pin packs. Pin lanyards. Don't tempt me. Guys, look at this. You can dress up Donald. They're magnetic. Oh no. This may have to come home with me. All right, so I'm getting those. And I'll tell you a quick funny story about it here in just a second, but I am getting another pack. Just taking a look at the pin board, see what they got. Here at Pin Traders, we got Alice. We actually got quite a few different style pins on here. I'm not seeing anything jumping out at me quite yet though. So we'll see. Although that daisy pin is awful cute. All right, so I got my bag of Disney ducks, but real quick before I talk more about what we're gonna do today and kind of get into it, I have to tell you about literally the sweetest interaction I just had with a cast member at Pin Traders over here in Epcot. Her name was Bella Rose. I'm calling her out because she was amazing. And first off, let me tell you something. Walking around with the camera, I get the looks, we get the laughs, you know, I get it, it looks strange. But this cast member went out of her way to ask me if I make videos and if I have a YouTube channel and what the channel's name was. All of these amazing things. And she told me that she was so happy that I was in there making a video about pins and she wished me the best of luck. And I know that sometimes, you know, content makers, like, we get kind of a weird rap and some of us maybe deserve it, I don't know. But I guess where I'm going with this is she went out of her way to make me feel good about something that I'm doing creatively. And that literally just flipped my day upside down. I'm not saying I was having a bad day before, it's kind of a weird day, but wow, you know, especially someone I've never met before to just say, hey, I'm so happy that you're in here and I'm so happy that you're doing this and I wish you all the best success and luck. So thanks so much to that cast member at Pin Traders over here at Epcot. She's amazing. All right, so before I get any further, I have to open these up. You knew I wouldn't be able to look at these without actually getting them. But real quick funny story, I had them in my hand. I was like looking at them off of the retail display and some guy who was looking at some of the other pins next to me, literally, he just looked at me, he's like, you should get them. And I was like, okay, easiest sale ever. And it wasn't even by a cast member. So you can see how much convincing it takes for me to purchase some pins. But I'm gonna rip these open really quick because there's no way in heck I would be able to get through this entire park and walk around without at least knowing what's in this bag. It would just eat at me alive. So I'm gonna start ripping these open right now. I do get the sense that weather is rolling in, so hopefully we don't get poured on too much here, but different day. But anyway, first one up, looks like we got the Marie duck pin. Very cool. I want to hurry up and open these just because I do think... Guys, I got the Donald Duck. Yeah, see, like, again, that one is staying with me. Actually, this entire set is probably going to stay with me unless it's a duplicate, of course. But I'm so happy right now. Like, I can't begin to tell you how happy I am. This is awesome. I'm going to put him right there. Okay, let's see what else we got. Okay, cool. We got the Cheshire Cat pin. Very neat. And I got the Pluto duck pin. Very cool. I actually don't think I got any duplicates because last time I got, I want to say, the Flounder, the Goofy, the Tigger, Stitch's girlfriend Angel, which by the way, I remember Angel, and I don't remember what the other one was. Maybe I did get the Cheshire Cat pin already. Oh no, it was the Tinkerbell pin. So yeah, so I didn't get a single duplicate in this bag. That's totally crazy. So 2 bags and not a single duplicate. I'm all for that, which means I definitely have to get one more bag and try and finish this collection out, which may or may not be difficult. I may have to end up doing some additional trading to see where I can get these other pins that I'm missing. So super pumped. Let's go on ahead and continue. Like I said, I've got some pins with me that I want to trade out. So we're going to do some trading and we'll talk a little bit about that as we visit Epcot. All right, so before we get into the countries here, I'm gonna swing over here. There's a little pin stand, actually right over here with a pin board as well. Like I said, we're gonna do some pin trading today. So let's take a look. Hi, how are you? Good, I wanted to see what pins you had for trade today. Oh my gosh, cute. There's some cute ones on here.
There are some really cute ones. Whichever one you prefer.
Yeah, let me grab this one here. Give me a second. Grab mine. Let me just.
Do you want me to put the pin back on there?
I have. You know what? I'm gonna give you both of mine because it's a double pin.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
So let's do that instead. So I'm gonna trade my Daisy Duck Pirate for.
Gosh, that's so cool.
I know. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. For potentially Panchito or Jose or someone from the Tiki Room. I'm not sure who. But cool, awesome. Well, thank you so much. Take care. And so there's actually a decent pin stand next to that pin stand as well. So let's see what we got here.
Hello.
Hey. You have a lot more pins than Pin Traders, might I say.
You're talking about the store underneath us?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, all those pins actually have been moved to Disney Traders near the World Showcase.
Where at?
Near the World Showcase.
Oh, right at the front of World
Yeah,
Showcase?
it's on the
Oh, okay, cool. All right, these,
Hold on. Uh-oh.
got it, yeah. Hopefully they don't all blow off,
I'm
but
scared they're gonna blow off.
there's some cute ones on here, very cool. Some people doing some pin trading at that pin board. You know, the one thing I'll say about pin trading is there's like different types of etiquette that kind of people do. And generally, you gotta kind of like gauge exactly how you wanna, you know, the person. It kind of varies, read the room. But generally, when people have their pins out, you know, the first thing I'll say is, hey, are you pin trading today? You know, give them a big smile. And sometimes they'll answer with a yes, sometimes they're just out, hey, showing off their pins for that day. I like to do that in particular. I'm not trading every single pin on my lanyard or on my bag at that moment. So something to keep in mind is that you'll want to ask first and be like, hey, are you trading any of these pins if you see potentially something you like from afar? And just, you know, be polite about it. Because they may not be trading at that moment. Most of the time, they're probably gonna say yes because they have them out. You know, take a look at what they have. Now, keep in mind, if you're trading with another guest, it's a little different, right? It's a little bit of a different story. They don't have to trade for what you want to trade. That's not how it works, right? You got to have something that they actually want in that moment. Maybe it's something that they're looking for. Remember, they don't have to say yes, but this is where I backtrack on that statement a little bit, is if it is a pin board or if it's a cast member, they will always say yes. Now, I have had cast members in the past decline if they potentially thought that the pin was a fake and not an authentic Disney pin. They will look at the back of it sometimes if they get a little suspicious. Now, that might not be your fault. You may have just gotten that pin in a draw, or maybe you picked it up online somewhere. You weren't entirely certain. Fraudulent pins and fake pins are hard to pick out. I'm not gonna lie. I have a few in my collection as well, and there's not much you can do with them because guest pin traders really won't want to trade with a fake pin. And we can talk about that in a different video about how to kind of spot the fake pins. There's not always a good way to do it because unfortunately, these fake pins are getting better and better every year. Back in the day, it was pretty easy to tell material-wise. Nowadays, it's getting a little tougher. But like I said, we can talk about that in another video. But etiquette of pin trading, just ask, just be polite. Sometimes they'll want to keep the back. Sometimes you'll want to keep your back. The pin I just traded actually had a double pin back, so I just gave the cast member both of my backs and she just gave me hers. It's just a lot easier that way in terms of exchange. Things to think about with pin trading: don't be afraid to approach people that have their pins out, because most likely they are pin trading, and most likely, yes, they will want to trade with you. So just some things to think about as we kind of go around the World Showcase here and take a look at some of the other pins, though I'm pretty happy with this one I just picked up right now. So let's keep looking around. And real quick, if you haven't been here during Flower and Garden, just caveat note, you need to do that. You need to try and make an effort to get here during Flower and Garden. This entire place is just full of flowers and color. I don't know how else to describe it. The words and the beauty of this park are just surreal when you see all the different flowers everywhere. Okay, so we're gonna head into Disney Traders as recommended by the cast member from earlier. And the reason why we're heading into Disney Traders is because what is Pin Traders underneath Spaceship Earth, all the pins that were actually inside of Pin Traders are actually over here at Disney Traders now. So you can always go to Pin Traders at the front. They have some pins, but all the pins have moved over here into Disney Traders now. So just something to keep in mind. And yep, there they are. A much larger collection. Some of the typical usual suspects. Look at this, Uncle Scrooge. I love Uncle Scrooge. Very cool. All right. Okay, so that cast member hit it right on the nose. It looks like all the pins that were in Pin Traders, or at least most of them, are now over at Disney Traders, which is right before you enter the World Showcase. So regardless if you, well, I should say, it is more to the left. If you are a person that likes to enter the World Showcase and go to the right, you may miss it. But it's kind of right there as you walk up into the World Showcase, so you can't miss it. It'll be right off to your left-hand side. So if you're looking for more pins inside of Epcot, that's probably one of the places to check outside of some of those other stands. So I will say that that one freestanding retail location had a ton of pins. Some that I actually hadn't even seen here in the park yet. So definitely stop at every single one, because you might get lucky and find the pin that you've been missing at one of those like off retail sites. So definitely look for it. It is a quiet Sunday here at Epcot. I will say this much. My best guess is this is just because it is the Sunday after 4th of July weekend. Everyone's heading home. Everyone got to see their fireworks, do their Disney activities. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm loving this. This is great. All right. First stop, Mexico. Let's go and see what kind of pins they got here and potentially take a ride on the Grand Fiesta Tour. Okay, so inside of Mexico, if you come down those stairs, so looking at it right now, it'd be my right, but off to your left, so go immediately to the left, and if you go to La Tienda Encantada, where fine jewelry and accessories are sold, you'll find a pin board. Let's see what we got here. Oh, look at that Alice in Wonderland one. That's really cool. What else you got? Okay. Very cool. Thank you. Okay, so that pin board had a lot of like what I've seen on some of the other pin boards. That tends to happen, right? Two reasons why. Guests will trade a lot of duplicates that they have, maybe from some of those blind packs. There's also the mystery pouches, which are typically on the pin board as well. That happens a lot. So sometimes you're gonna go to pin boards, you're gonna be like, I've seen all these before. Even on the cast member like pouch lanyards that they are carrying around, you're sometimes just gonna encounter duplicates of all that stuff. I'm always like, just be polite, be kind, and grateful that you're looking. And of course, always say thank you at the end once you've kind of flicked them over. You don't have to trade every single time. So in the meantime, however, since we're here, I thought I might take a little trip around Mexico on the Grand Fiesta Tour with my boys, Panchito, Jose, and of course, Donald, number one. And yeah, I'm gonna do that. Are you surprised? I know you're surprised. You're not surprised. Let's go. Here we go.
I don't know. We must find him. The concert is tonight.
Where is Donald? Found him. That was fun. Now on to the other countries. Okay, so next to Mexico is Norway. And for those of you wondering, the name of the store is The Fjording. So that's where we're gonna go take a look for pins. This is also the exit for the Frozen ride. So it can get a little crowded in here as people are trying to get out, but by the way, that's the exit from the Frozen ride. Okay, so the pin board is behind the checkout here. Let's see what we've got. Some pretty, oh my gosh. Look at that Donald pin. He's cute. I like him. Jafar hat's pretty cool too. Okay. I'm seeing some promise here, except I do have that Donald pin. The hat, I don't though. But I don't know if I want it enough to trade for it. So if I'm not feeling it, I don't trade for it, or I don't get it. Also, real quick side note, most of these countries have their own pin. So you can get a pin that actually has each country. And there's also these Mickey representative ones. So Mickey's like dressed up in like the traditional wearing garb of that country, which is kind of cool too. So you can find those. Actually, we saw those, the whole set of them over at one of those standalone retail locations. But you should be able to find them at their respective countries as well. You guys. The Frozen ride is only a 40-minute wait for standby entrance. That ain't bad. Just something to keep in mind. like if you're taking a vacation through the holiday weekend, it might behoove you to stay an extra day to get on some of those rides that other people weren't able to get on, especially on the Sunday after, because this park, well, there's people here. It ain't that busy. All right, next up, China. Take a look. Now, this is a much bigger store, but I can't imagine that they would have more than one pin board, but we'll take a look anyway. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, found the pin board. Hi, how are you? Good, I just wanted to take a look at your pins. No problem. These are so cute. Amazing, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I think like the fun of pin trading is in the hunt too, right? Like especially if you're looking for particular pins. But kind of back to what I was saying earlier is that sometimes the pins that you see on the pin boards, there's gonna be a lot of duplicates. The fact that they never say no to a pin trade per se also probably says that they're gonna see a lot of duplicates, especially like when newer blind bags come out. So just things to keep in mind. For me, it's more about the thrill of the hunt. And I also love interacting with other pin collectors. A lot of them are really nice, and they all, you know, we're all in it together. We're all kind of, you know, in this collectors club, and we all know that it's hard to say no sometimes when we see a pin that we really like. So we're passing through Africa. I haven't really seen a pin board here before. Occasionally I do, but not consistently. So I don't see anything right now. So we're just gonna keep on moving into Germany. You guys, I wanna call it right now. It's really hard to walk by the Werther's Original store where they have the Werther's popcorn. It just smells so good. They have other treats in there too, but man, like I don't need it. Like I really don't. We just got popcorn at Magic Kingdom the other day. I just want everyone to know that I'm being strong. I'm being strong. I'm not going into that store. I'm not going into that store. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. No, I don't need it. I don't need it. Keep moving, Anthony. Keep moving. Let's take a look what we got. Oh, Mad Hatter hat. That's really cool. I like that a lot. And yes, the camera is sitting on top of Grover's chin. But anyway, bag number 3. If I don't get any duplicates in here, I won't be disappointed per se. And we're starting off real strong with the Stitch duck pin. Love it. Oh man, this will be really funny if I was able to nab all of the pins in just 3 bags. That would be pretty impressive. But I don't think that's possible. I think it's a set of 16. So yeah, 16 pins. And each set or each bag has 5. So I would have to buy, hypothetically, 1 more bag to get the entire set. So, all right, let's see. I'm telling you folks, it's the luck of the draw. I got Sorcerer Mickey, never had, this is, it's, like I said, I'm not mad about it if I'm able to come out of this without a single duplicate. Okay, we got Dumbo. I don't think I got the Dumbo one yet. I think I thought I got Dumbo. All right, 2 more here. It's the Powerline duck. All right, so 4 out of the 5 so far, not duplicates. Here we go. It's the Baymax one. Not a single duplicate in 3 bags. Maybe I need to go buy a lottery ticket. I'm not entirely certain. That is highly uncommon. Most of the time when you buy a blind bag, you're guaranteed to like hit duplicates almost immediately, especially when you buy two. But I have managed to purchase three of these things, only three of these things, and not get a single duplicate yet. So I'm not mad about it, but I was kind of hoping for more. Well, now I have to buy another bag because now I'll finish out the set, and then I'm for sure going to have duplicates in there. There's no question about it. Like I'll have to get duplicates this next turnaround. So anyway, I'm 10 for 10 today. I'm good with that. Yeah, really thinking about that lottery ticket though. Okay, so I was just taking a look at the back of the bag. So I think the only pin I'm missing is technically Minnie now. Like that's it. That's insane. Okay, so my hopes are not high on this, but I was just thinking, how absolutely wild would it be if I found the last pin that I need in this set on a pin board here at Epcot today? Again, I don't think it's gonna happen, but truly, it would be completely unheard of. But anyway, 15 pins out of my Disney Ducks down and 1 to go. I am flabbergasted. Okay, so we're in Italy, and back to the thing about Italy, it's kind of like there is definitely retail here, but there's definitely a lot more food here. Looks like they're doing some fixing up to the big old tower. And I don't see any pin boards in this retail space right here. Yep. I don't know why I thought it would have been in the wine location or in the perfume location. Let's take a look at the pin board. Uh-oh. Donald hat. Yeah, I might need to do that. I don't think I have that. Yeah, there's some cute ones on here, but I definitely think I'm gonna go for that Donald one. Yep. I'm gonna trade that for the Donald hat. Now, the thing about these pin boards is some of these cast members are busy at the moment. So it's okay for you to walk up and make the fair trade. Just make sure you're doing it. And keep in mind though, none of them have the Mickey backers to it. So you'll want to make sure you keep your backer. All right, we're about halfway through. I'm gonna head into the American Adventure. See what we got over here again. Smaller retail space in some of these places, so they may not have as much. All right, let's see what we got in the American Adventure.
Bubber.
I found the pin board. It was not inside the store. This is some fun 4th of July stuff. You know what? Hindsight's 2020. Should have came here looking for a 4th of July pin. But I don't know that I would have found anything else really.
So sometimes you'll go and you'll be like,
Let's take a look. How you doing? Okay, I took a look at the pins at America again. Didn't see too much. We're gonna head into Japan. See what we got here. Is Japanese shaved ice. I've actually never had it here before, but I definitely want to try it. Guys, look at this. That looks awesome. Excited to try it. Okay, I'm just gonna take a bite. Not gonna show my face manging into this. Want to get some of that syrup on there. Oh my gosh, that is so good. Really sweet though, but really good. Yeah, definitely worth trying if you haven't tried this before. All right, into Japan. See what we got. Okay. Hi, just wanted to take a look at your pens. Cute. Daisy one's really cute up there. Okay. Thank you. All right, heading into Morocco. Now, Morocco, I think they've got the one shop. I don't know if they have the other shops inside still, so I'm gonna have to take a closer look to see what's available.
So I just walked down.
Pirate Tinkerbell. All right, walking into France now. See what's available. All right, found the pin board. Let's see what we got. Okay, cute. They are cute.
Another outfit today.
Yeah, nothing that I'm seeing catching my eye. I like Mowgli.
Yeah, the
But
Mowgli is cool. I know that one is if I remember, that one is a collection that is like out now, you know.
There's a few I've seen on some of the boards where
Yeah.
they're not in stock
We
anymore.
just found it now, not anymore. So maybe later it's gonna catch a good price for that.
Sometimes I like, you know what? I like to collect them just to have them. So it's
and sometimes I just take it back. I'm like, oh, I've got that one. It's so cool.
yeah. And trading is fun for me, but I'm also like really protective over the pins that I have, and I'm like,
Because we choose it to really.
right, I
you
really,
have to trade
right,
it.
it's a personal thing. You get it, totally. Okay, we're gonna try and wrap it up here. So, coming into the last of the two countries at the World Showcase, England and Canada. Let's go take a look. Fingers crossed, maybe something a little different. Thinking the pins will be over at the Crown and Crest if they've got them, the pin board set up.
Look,
Do you like? Yeah. I tried to color coordinate them too. I don't know if you can tell.
Smart.
Yeah, I think so. It's good use of time. You don't want a pin?
Ducks of Disney. Living their best life. Okay. Last but not least, Canada. Okay. Oh, that one's really cool. I might have to jump on that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me get my pen out.
Yeah.
Okay. So it looks like that weather is rolling in, which is probably my cue to get on out. It's actually part of the reason you may or may not have noticed I was kind of rushing a little bit. This was part of it, because that breeze has really picked up now, which definitely means it's probably rolling in here. Also, straight up rookie mistake. My camera completely died. I thought I could make it through here with one battery, but not the case. I'm recording this last video on my iPhone, of course. But thank you so much for joining today here on Adventures of Main Street Pins and pin trading and collecting, talking with some really awesome cast members and just exploring the park with me today. We didn't do a whole lot of pin trading, but the ones I did get, I'm super excited. And of course, my random luck of Disney ducks. Did I go buy a third bag today? No, I did not. I figure, you know, stop while I'm ahead, but I am thinking about picking up that lotto ticket on my way home. So anyway, thanks everyone for joining today, and stay kind to everyone you meet. Take care.